I am just having a nice cozy day, getting a lot of things done with a very exciting event.
Welcome back to Oh So Lovingly, where life imitates art, discovering beauty in the everyday with whimsy and elegance around every corner. This week, I'm excited to bring you with me to a fun influencer event, shopping at my favorite garden store, and painting new, fabulous chinoiserie paintings. I adore sharing these glimpses of beauty with you as they inspire my artwork. I'm particularly excited about today because I am getting inspiration left and right. There's so many beautiful things to go see. And I absolutely love to hear from y'all. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from. If this video brings you an ounce of joy today, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, because I adore creating these weekly videos to bring you glimpses of life lived through the lens of an artist. My ultimate goal is to help everyone look at the world slower and more intentionally, because there's beauty all around us.
It is a beautiful day here in Atlanta, and I have such a fun day for us. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be doing a couple of cozy things that I just love and bringing you with me to an exclusive influencer event at one of my favorite shops, Means Carney. So I'm thrilled you're here. I'm having my dandelion coffee, and I get so many questions about this 𝑠𝑑𝑬𝑵 mug. I get probably the most questions about this 𝑠𝑑𝑬𝑵 mug. It's one of my favorites. Actually, what's funny about the history of this mug is my mom got it for me because it looked like me. And I was just like, what? I literally was, at the time, I was like, you didn't have to do this. I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna use it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. She goes, no, it's you. And I said, fine. And here I am, obsessed with it. Moms are always right. It's literally my favorite thing ever, and I have so many people wondering how they can purchase it, so I always have it linked in the description box below, because man, y'all love this mug, and I have to say I do too, and we can all thank my mom. I have my dandelion tea and my chocolate protein powder. So I feel like I'm tricking the system, and I'm just having hot chocolate. I used to only have iced coffee, but what I know about the body is that it prefers room temp or hot beverages. So I've kind of stopped having iced beverages altogether. I know that sounds crazy, especially for someone in the South, but I've totally stopped. And for my European viewers, that's not gonna seem weird at all. It's like normal for y'all to just not use ice. But here in the South, I can tell you the amount of ice per cup of tea that my mom would require is filled. It's like the ice fills the cup first and then the tea goes in. So you're really drinking like this much tea at the end of the day. But what's funny is that when my mom comes over, we just know we gotta have the ice machine working overtime. But for me personally, I have decided to really stop the ice. Like, unless I'm really hot, I will put 2 ice cubes in my big Stanley cup. That is all the ice cubes that I will allow myself to use, because I just know that ice is not like super good for your body. Your body has to work harder to heat up the liquid. I wish I could articulate this better than I am right now, but it is not ideal for your body to have iced cold liquid. It's best room temp or hot. And so I stopped drinking iced coffee and I started doing hot. And what I love about dandelion tea is the more powder you add, the darker roast it can be. It tastes just like coffee. I'm so obsessed. That was a very long-winded story about what's in my sweet little teacup here, but I just love her so much, and I know y'all do too, so she's always linked in the description box below. But today is so exciting, and I cannot wait to bring you with me. We are going to go to Means Carney home for a Galentine's Day party. I'm so excited. So it's kind of chilly. Like, we had a false spring. Like, it's back down to the 40s. So last week it got up to 70, and now we're back to 40. But it's okay, because I have a gorgeous new delivery from State of Cotton. This turtleneck is absolutely darling. It is so cute. I paired it with a pink dress. I'm gonna have to take my fuzzy socks off, aren't I? I'm such a baby. Just take them off, Heather. So I paired it with this gorgeous Beyond by Vera pink dress so I can still represent the pink in my outfit. I love this dress so much, and I love a good turtleneck that you can wear with the dress. So this turtleneck is absolutely divine. This is their like salted caramel color. I love the sleeves because they're so elevated. You can roll them up. How darling. This little clutch is by Garland Bags. It is so cute. It's so convenient because I just need my phone, and it's like the same color as this dress. And I also am going to be going all out pink with my shoesies. This is gonna be so cute. So here is my look. This is how I'm going to stay warm but still rock the pink. This is my idea because this dress has a hot pink like the shoes, and it has a light pink that matches this clutch. Like, I think perfect match, right? I'm obsessed with this whole look. I just really love the way that the dress fans out under the turtleneck. You know what it is? It's like a drop waist kind of thing without being a drop waist dress. It still has the drop waist effect. And like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the cutest look. Look how beautiful. Like, it's tweed, and she put like a bow snapper on it for me. And she made this for me when I was engaged. This was such a sweet gift, and I really love breaking out this clutch for special moments. So I'm really excited, and I don't know what to expect. So here's something that's funny. I don't quite know what to expect today because in their email they said, send us a photo of your Valentine for a special surprise. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I told Steve, and I was like, I might be coming home with a giant head on a popsicle stick of you, or just something as simple as you in a frame, or you on a cookie. I don't know what I'm going to see, but I'm very excited. So let's head to Means Carney.
Welcome to Means Carney Home. This was an absolute joy to get to go be part of this sweet little influencer open house. They had the most beautiful desserts, all lovingly baked by the Brookwood Bake Shop, and it was such a joy to see the girls and get to talk to the team at Means Carney. They truly are just the sweetest group of girls, and they're incredibly talented interior designers. These absolutely beautiful shortbread cookies had pressed flowers on top of them, and our goodie bags were so sweet. Yes, that's Steven on a cookie. So then I looked around the store because I cannot help myself. I mean, look at how beautiful their staging is, their curation, and all of the beautiful ways that they let the old and the new marry effortlessly together. I almost came home with that stuffed quail for Steven. Not kidding. So beautiful. I love this antique French rack station. Those are really cool. The most adorable little greeting cards, sweetest little gifts you'll find here. I just absolutely adore everything. The way they stage it just gives you so many ideas for your own home. And they had recently kind of really rearranged a lot, and seeing that gives you even more inspiration. I loved all of the vintage porcelain. They have a lot of really beautiful soaps, a lot of really beautiful accents. That little soap dish was perfect for those little soaps that they had displayed. Fun story, I actually saw that same vintage canister at Boxwoods, and we will get there soon. This is the olive oil section, which is what they gifted us. And the olive oil, I can confirm, is absolutely to die for. It's worth every penny. A lot of beautiful art. I got to speak with the ladies who do the actual interior designing at Means Carney here today. And I just love their vision and how they carry it out. I definitely wanted to get this little sippy cup for Elizabeth Ann. I loved these cute little heart ornaments. That's something that Lucy's has kind of made me start wanting to do. Like, do I need to get a Valentine's Day tree in my house? I loved that Wedgwood lighter. That was incredible. Beautiful matchbooks, which would make the best gifts. Love that book by Anna Spiro. A lot of candles and lotions and sweet little odds and ends that would just be the best little gift to let someone know that you're thinking of them. Just the most ideal hostess gifts. I love these soap dispenser bottles. And then I had to have a little mooch through the artwork. Now this is all original artwork and it's absolutely stunning. I truly loved looking through all of this. I loved this aged look on the paper. Really, really love how they did that. They have large works on paper and small, and then this one. I mean, since we are just in the blue-green vibe right now, how perfect is this piece? And it's still there. It is absolutely beautiful. I loved looking at the gorgeous lilies. All the sweet little knickknacks. They've got beautiful vintage mirrors mixed with like new trendy lamps and napkin rings. It's just so fun. Then I stepped over to Lucy's Market. And again, just love looking around here. And this is where I'm talking about, where it's like, there's another Valentine's Day tree. And I'm like, shoot, do I need to have a Valentine's Day tree as well? That would allow us to not have to take our Christmas tree down for longer. So the idea is definitely tempting. I loved this melamine tableware. Those pictures and glasses are so cute, full of character. There's my girl. I love Ina Garten. My sister is reading this book at the moment, and when she's done, I'm gonna borrow it. And she's already just like absolutely loving it. I love this match striker. So beautiful. Absolutely the best baked goods. I really do get lost in the packaging and the displays, how the wine on the barrel is just so rustic and adorable. I love their floral bouquets. They're just ready to go. And I love the way they mix all of these beautiful colors together. I had to go have a little look at their tabletop, which was so happy. They have a lot of great golf and pickleball accessories, and I loved this pattern. Guess who's really into mahjong, y'all? My mom. She actually loves it. She had so much fun with her girls. They went to a friend's house and they had an instructor come over and teach mahjong, and my mom is now thoroughly obsessed. But I loved this back corner of Lucy's. This has recently been designed, redesigned or just restyled. And I love how they did this. I love how they organized everything. It was really a nice refresh. These are great. This is how you stick the candles in the candlesticks. And I thought I would show y'all that. It's the Stickum goo. You can get it on Amazon as well. It's great. Helps your candles stay in their sconces. Beautiful napkins. Loved these greeting cards. I loved the foxglove, the bird's nest, and then the spoonbill. They were darling. Great olive oil. Oh, the best olive oil. So then obviously I had to walk a little bit downstairs to Boxwoods, and I got to see my girl No, and I got to see the new things that she had just put out. I really am loving the loose daisy look. Like the loose daisies, kind of a ragged daisy, and then the pale pink orchid. I'm loving that right now. Those are kind of what I was fixating on today. The pale pink orchids would be absolutely amazing as part of like a textile design, so I'm like filing that away. Absolutely beautiful orchid displays, and the faux floral displays were just divine. So then I want to bring out upstairs as we look at a couple of more beautiful antiques. There's the loose daisies that I was talking about. Before we go upstairs, I just have to take this in. Beautiful too. Story Foyer is just so happy. I love the walls here. They're like distressed. I love that. I actually prefer that over like paint, like the wood paneling walls that is just distressed. It's so beautiful and it's so cozy. Little birdhouse that I love that birdhouse so much. It's just always there. It's really beautiful. They have a lot of antiques that the owners bring back from France, which is where these beautiful mirrors came from. I love that billowing faux floral display of long branches. So beautiful. This is the marmalade jar that you might recognize from Means Carney, which is so funny. Great minds think alike. I love the creamware. And then today they had a really good lot of copper teapots. These were so beautiful and very reasonably priced. Love this creamware so very much. It's so special. So then across the street at the Boxwoods Garden Shop, there was a lot of beautiful new in, and the Easter table was set. My word. It was so happy. I love this tulipier, and I love, you know what? I love the idea of doing faux tulips that are really beautiful as tulipiers because they last forever. You can put them away and store them so they don't get dusty, and then bring them out when you want to use the tulipier. I feel like that's such a great way to utilize faux tulips. I mean, just look how beautiful this cascading tulip centerpiece is. Loving these botanical prints. They had a lot of botanical prints today. Like, it was absolutely beautiful. And it's giving me so many ideas for new artwork to do. I really want to do like a study series. And all these beautiful Valentine's Day bouquets were ready to go. The Hall of Orchids was shimmering and blooming. Beautiful moss arrangements were being made in the workshop. And then the greenhouse had lots of incredible life-giving greenery. The scent of hyacinth was permeating the entire greenhouse, and it was absolutely magical. And I think I want to paint a white hyacinth next. I definitely want to paint a white hyacinth. We've got my maiden ferns, my absolute favorites. Love these pink hydrangeas so much. Then stepping back inside to the shopping area, look at these gorgeous ginger jars. I love that pair on the left. Those were just so beautiful and unique. And that mirror, that whitewashed mirror, so beautiful. I always have to have a little look through their books. I love looking at what is going on in these pages because it gives me so much inspiration. This is what I have come to call the Nancy Meyers room because I love how neutrals just reign, and it's so happy. Neutrals and greenery, the best combination.
Oh my gosh, I'm back home, and that was the most fun day. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna show you what I have come home with. This is so cute. I actually, as the Brits say, can't cope. First of all, how sweet they did my name all fancy like. Oh my goodness. This little gift box is so happy. So we have some Herbs de Provence, organic olive oil, which, oh my gosh, I am so excited about. We love our olive oil, and I've already washed this out, so I'm thrilled. This is one of their glass olive oil containers. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when you have olive oil in there in a second. Some darling little macaroons. Hello. And the piece de resistance is my man on a cookie. I mean, what? I am obsessed with this cookie. I don't want to eat it at all. I'm so excited about this. And then I also purchased this box of gorgeous shortbread assorted cookies with beautiful pressed florals. And I'm gonna give this to Steven for Valentine's Day, which by the time you watch this, he will have already eaten. Look how beautiful these are. These cookies are by the incomparable Brookwood Bake Shop. I mean, look how beautiful they are. I'm actually so thrilled to dive into those with Steven. So I got him that box for Valentine's Day. And I'm also gonna present him with himself on a cookie. Cannot wait for that. And what an honor. What a sweet, generous gift. Thank you, Means Carney. I truly, oh my gosh, I just absolutely adore you guys over there. What a sweet team. Seriously, you have to go check it out. Seriously, it's just the happiest place. Okay, but wait, why is it so darling? When you put the olive oil in there, look how beautiful it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is absolutely darling. So cute. So today I am working in the studio on my triptych of bamboo panels. Behind me is a diptych, and then a triptych is, I keep messing up and saying it like the diptych candle. It's diptych and triptych. So the 2 panels is a diptych, and then 3 panels would be a triptych. So I am working on a triptych of bamboo, and let me show you. This is the practice painting of the bamboo, and now we're going to have 3 of these giant panels. So like, you know, that's very small, but I do a practice before I ever do the full panel. This is just absolutely the happiest. I love blue and green. I feel like I need some butterflies in this, so I'm going to play around with practicing some butterflies, maybe there. Yeah, maybe something like that, but like I feel like I need something living to adorn this piece. So yeah, I'm gonna play around with like a yellow butterfly, maybe a neutral butterfly, and then like a white. Maybe like a nice little, just a white butterfly just there. I don't know, I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna play with this. And then I'm going to get started dyeing my large silk panels. And I'm so excited for these to come to life. I've got quite a deadline, so I really need to get working on them. So I've got my supplies. Wait. Now I'm ready. Let's go sketch it.
So the sketching phase is the phase that I really take my time with because I have to have it perfectly done. Everything has to be a good scale. I literally will measure the butterfly wings to make sure that each butterfly wing is exact, and the leaves as well on the foreground bamboo get measured. I'm just kind of a crazy perfectionist when it comes to this because this phase is where the real work happens, to be honest. The painting phase is fun, is the fun phase. This phase is the make it perfect, now you tighten it up. And so when you go to the light board, which we're here at the light board now, you only make 1 mark on that silk because the paper-backed silk is an expense. And in the studios in China, this is how they also do it. They trace or they transfer it with graphite paper. So they don't ever have to like erase on the silk. They really lightly draw on it, and that gives you a great surface on which to go in and start painting.
All right, Stefani the Swan. What colors are we gonna mix? I'm gonna mix a brown. This is my burnt sienna, black. This is a mystery. I can't find like my favorite brown. So to mix this brown for the bamboo, I'm going to do black. This is my recipe. Burnt sienna, which gives it that nice warm tone. I'm gonna try a little hint of raw sienna because I like this almost mustardy color. Ooh, I like that a lot. Let's test it on a piece of paper. I really like that. I think that's really strong. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna make even more because I like to mix all the paint. A little bit more black. This has to be enough for the entire triptych of bamboo. So it's gonna have to be a good bit of paint mixed in here, ready to go. I mix it on the side first. That way it just marries with the whole color a lot easier. So if you can see like this nice little ombre effect happening, that's because the color, I like it to mix on the wall before it really drops into the color. So now you'll see the burnt umber making its way in. This part takes a long time, but do you just see how healing this is? It's like, I don't mind. Not at all. I'm gonna flip it around and then I'm gonna mix in the rest of these colors. And then there we go. We'll see how it starts mixing in nice and easy. So there's no blobs. This is how Diane Hill has taught me to mix in my paint. With a lot of black. So I'm gonna need to add some more of that umber. It really is amazing when you see how long it takes to just start a chinoiserie painting. We're gonna get some light back in there. We need to lighten it up more still. Accidentally marbleizing my paint. This is so relaxing. It's so
So what I'm doing here is starting with the ground. I really like to get this done right before I build out the rest of the piece, because then I can come back to it and add. And these couple of layers you want to get right and you want to build off of each other. So I've kind of designed it so that it kind of looks like that moss arrangement that we saw earlier at Boxwoods. You just have billowing, beautiful moss all around. And that's kind of what I wanted this vibe to look like. And this is sped up, I think, 4 times the speed. And here I'm trying to get a hair off of the paper, actually. And you do not want a hair on that paper, so that's what slowed me down there. But this is getting the ground going, just building out that shading. And literally this happened, and as I started, like I started doing this like really random, almost scallopy looking design, and I actually really love it because it shouldn't be perfect. And so I think seeing the moss at Boxwoods actually is what inspired me to do this in this style, because it looked so beautiful and raw and real. It's really informing the design for the ground. So this is the chinoiserie method. I have a layer of water down before I put the paint down, and then I am just going in and this is how we're blending in. And I know it looks so messy, but I kind of like how messy it looks at this portion, because in nature, the way things grow is very raw and it's not perfect. And to achieve this shading, that's kind of the same method. It's just very wild, but I absolutely love it. And then I go back in and I always add more over it just to make sure it really has a good punch. And this is why I love painting on silk. If you can see just how amazing the blend is, it just effortlessly blends so well. So now I've mixed the color for the background bamboo and we're going in. We are officially starting this painting, which is just the most exciting feeling in the world when you put that first swipe down on the paper that you have prepared so lovingly and painstakingly. Building out this bamboo is truly such a meditative practice because you see it come to life and you know you can't rush it, but you're so excited. Each leaf, the goal is to accomplish it in as few swipes as possible. And I truly hope you guys enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy creating it. The really satisfying part is when you see zoomed out when you're done and all of the work you've done. It's coming together so nice. But it was right around here that I heard a knock on the door with a sweet surprise that I will show you in a second.
I just got the sweetest delivery from my husband. Aww. He's on a plane and he sent these to the house, y'all. Now, bless him, he ordered pink and red, but what we got was a fiery orange and yellow. And you know what? They're actually quite fun. So, I'm just going to put them in this happy little vase. And I have a whole flower arranging video if you click above. All right, so I'm done with the background layer on the triptych. So excited. Do you hear the wind, by the way? Aggressive. Listen to this. Like, what? Sadly, I anticipate this will be bringing some colder air, some colder temperatures in. These are the butterflies that I played around with for the bamboo panels. I really love the color scheme, actually. Like, I really love the color scheme of making them kind of a tortoiseshell inspired color palette, just to kind of pull out the brown in the bamboo. I'm actually really excited about that color palette for the butterflies. I definitely need the white to pop even more, so I'm gonna work on that. If you notice, the background layers are the same as that really faint light green bamboo background on this piece. So it just gives it a really nice dimension. I love to go in and do that prior to doing, you know, the foreground. So the background is done and it just feels really, really strong so far, which is awesome. This is kind of what we're aiming toward. And this is where we are. I'm really excited. It's gonna be so fun when it's all done. The perfect green and blue focal point for any room. Good morning again, my beauties. I'm coming at you with a unique look for church this morning. I've been looking for a way to wear this white blazer, and I think I found it with the most beautiful black dress that came in the last vlog by Restore. Look at this. Are you ready? Look at this. like, okay, I love this. I absolutely love this look because it looks so purposeful. It looks like it was always supposed to go together. And I can't stop twirling in it. Oh my, so I actually buttoned this blazer, which is oversized, but I kind of just am obsessed with this. I just feel like this is such a vibe. This is like, I just love playing dress up. You know, I love playing dress up. Why are you the best part of my day? I'm just so happy that I didn't have to fully give up coffee. I don't have to have coffee to have the coffee taste. I can have dandelion tea. And it's so good. Pretty obsessed with this look. It's so professional, but it's also so playful. I just am obsessed with this look. Like, I love that it's business at the front, but like elegant cocktail party at the bottom. And because this dress is so lined, like it is really lined. It is warm, so it's amazing. And it's not like too warm, so you could wear it in the summer, but it's just like really, really luxurious. I'm obsessed with this look. I did that. I started out thinking this is not gonna be cute, but I ended up thinking, oh my, I'm obsessed with you. I also need to tell you that finally, my blog on how I bake sourdough is live. I'm so excited that this is now live. So this is something I've been like meaning to do, write a whole blog about how I cook my sourdough, how I bake my sourdough bread from start to finish. Because I love gifting my starter to people, and a lot of times they're just like so overwhelmed, which I was. I remember how overwhelmed I felt when I started sourdough. And it only takes a few weeks. Once you get into that groove and you know, like, okay, for me, I start it on Thursday night so I can be done by Sunday. You know, just get into that groove, and really, it's a majority of just waiting. You're not doing that much relative to the time that it takes the sourdough to become a loaf. You're really not doing that much. Anyway, I wrote the blog finally on how I bake sourdough. This is hopefully going to help you guys take all of that guesswork out of sourdough and take the overwhelm out of it, because there are so many recipes out there. And this is the one that works for me. And I looked at so many recipes, and then I found one random YouTube video that I just always go back to, and it's just so helpful for me. So definitely check out this blog if you're interested in cooking sourdough, and then watch the video if you are really serious about it, because there's nothing quite like knowing that the bread you use is not going to spike your glucose. It's actually good for your gut, and it has 2 ingredients: flour and water. That's it. 2 ingredients. Not 75. That is in the description box below if you want to learn how I bake my sourdough. So without further ado, let's head to church. And then I don't know what else we'll get into today. I do need to run to the natural grocery store for something. We'll see what else we get into. But I'm so happy you're here. Come along. Are you still here? If you liked today's video, watch this one next.